Hey folks, it's your main man Ian. I'm here with Nolly. Nolly's a 7-month-old husky, and she's here for some training. What we're working on right now is building engagement with the dog using chicken. Okay? Building engagement with your dog is a foundational skill that will translate to having a dog that is relatively easy to take everywhere. So often we're taking dogs out into high distraction environments and we're asking for them to listen to us or to pay attention to us, but we have not practiced them paying attention to us in low distraction or even no distraction environments enough for them to succeed at paying attention in high distraction areas. Good. So I have my treat pouch on, I have a high value food here, and I have a 10-foot leash. And the reason I have a 10-foot leash is I want the dog to be able to get away from me, and I just want the dog to naturally come back to me on their own and get the food and find value in paying attention to me, while at the same time realizing by not paying attention to me, there's really nothing that's that exciting out there. Good. I'm always going to be very clear with my clients that if we first make it very clear that we are the most important thing to pay attention to, we are the most fun, we are the most exciting, we have all the food, we have the credit card, we have the car keys. If we get that clear in our mind, good. And in our dog's mind early on, we are going to avoid so many challenges along the way. Some dogs have a really, really high food drive, and so simply bringing food with you is going to be enough to get their attention. Other dogs either are just genetically not designed to be very into food, or perhaps they have never been conditioned to find food extremely valuable when there are distractions present. So just moving away from Nolly and then having her come over to me on her own without me saying anything, without me calling her name, clapping, doing anything, just letting her on her own come to this conclusion. Wow, whether we're just standing here or we're moving, paying attention to this person who has the leash in their hand is a good idea. The leash is on her, so, she's going to succeed. If she sees, for example, the dog behind the camera, she's not going to be able to go up to them and essentially reward herself for deciding not to pay attention to me. Oftentimes, I'm going to do this exercise in a parking lot. That is going to be a new place that we've never been to before that's not going to have too many distractions. Even doing this on a field where there may be a lot of dogs that go there during the day could be too distracting for our dog for them to succeed. Good girl, Nolly, nice. Good girl, baby. So all I'm doing is helping her understand. I know there's a dog right in there. I know there's a lot of smells on the ground. Good girl. But there's no need to attempt or try to get to those things. There will not be success. The only success will come from following me around and paying attention to me. Good girl, huh? Yeah. Whether we're going to be working on recall or putting our dog into a stay around distractions, or getting them to walk through an area off leash where there's squirrels or other distractions, this is going to be the most important thing. Is just ensuring, does our dog want to pay attention to us? When we move around, do they want to follow us around? When we stop, do they want to stop and stay there with us? Not just because the leash is stopping them, not just because we are continuously calling their name or making sounds or waving the food in front of their face, but no, they really just want to follow us around. Good girl, Nolly. Nice. She's doing very good girl, huh? Mm-hmm. And during this initial phase of building engagement, there's really no need for corrections or pressure of any kind. In fact, that can actually be counterproductive, because we're really just trying to create this idea that we are standing here, we are passive, we have the food. It's up to the dog to do something to get the food. I know it's easy to get the dog to pay attention to us when we're making noises, we're jumping up and down, we're moving the food around, we're running away from the dog. But really what I want is, will the dog pay attention to me when I'm actually not paying attention to them? When I'm just being here, calm. And what I ultimately want is for the dog to learn that if they just keep paying attention to me, good things will come. And if that's them waiting, good things will come to those who wait. And if that's them working for me on some level, performing some sort of command, then good things will come to those who perform their commands. Good girl. So, just a little video here with Nolly showing you how you just build engagement. And for the new trainer or even the advanced trainer, I suggest 3 to 5 times a day. You go somewhere for 5 to 15 minutes that's low distraction, a new place, and you just practice doing this. You get out of the car, you have the dog pay attention to you, follow you around for the food, and then, at the end, you let them smell, you let them potty. Maybe in the very beginning you have to let them potty if they have to go, but the idea is the majority of that time is just them paying attention to them, and, if you have to at the end, let them smell a little bit, give them some freedom, that's fine, but you can also just have them follow you around for 5 to 15 minutes, and then just put them back in the car and leave, and go to a different place. Good job, baby. And I would say that end period where I'm going to say break and then let the dog smell, that's only going to happen if I'm getting a dog that's doing really good during the exercise. If they're really struggling to pay attention to me the entire time, I'm definitely not going to at the end say, okay, break, go do whatever you want. I'm going to go, whoa, this is too distracting for you. We need to go back to the kitchen or the garage, or just try again on another day. So I will reward engagement at the end with letting the dog have freedom, but if there's not much engagement, I'm just going to leave and not give the dog freedom to smell and explore. So that's all, folks. Baby Nolly girl here. Oh yes. Hi, baby. And remember, folks, we don't blame them. We train them, even baby Nolly. Oh, why you pick me up? Why you picking me up? I'm just a baby. No, I know. She's a baby. She's a sensitive. Oh, Nolly. Why? There you go. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Okay, folks, remember, we don't blame them. We train them.